Hello, 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 world. How are you? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in your neck of the woods. Happy Valentine's Day. Hi guys, it is T. Renee Smith here. I am a certified life and business coach and strategist, helping you to live your authentic life in your marriage, your family, and your business. So as you join on to the live, I want you guys to say hello because I love to check in with everybody that is on. So today, guys, first of all, I just wanted to tell everybody that I hope you have a very, very special day today on Valentine's Day, not just today, but every year. Make sure that you show lots of love to others. And then also make sure that you show love to yourself, because the first person that you need to make sure that is taken care of before you take care of others is yourself. And that is not selfish. That is self-love, and that is self-care. So I'm sending big virtual hugs and kisses to everybody that is out there on this Valentine's Day, but not just today, again, throughout the year. So today I wanted to come and just share a couple funny stories with you. One is from my client, and then one is from my mentee, and I cannot make this stuff up, guys. I cannot make this stuff up. This is real. And also I wanted to invite you guys to a free training that I'm doing. It's a virtual training, and it's on this Thursday, February the 16th at 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So if you're not registered for it, it is called The Power of Forgiveness, how to forgive yourself and how to forgive others. Basically, how to finally forgive yourself and forgive others, because I know a lot of us are walking around with a lot of emotional baggage, whether we've not forgiven ourselves for our past mistakes, shame, or guilt that we have, or whether we have not forgiven others. So that is going to be this Thursday, February the 16th at 12 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you aren't able to make it, there will be a replay. And you can register for that free training at trenesmith.com/forgive, trenesmith.com/forgive. All right, so today's quick little motivational minute is going to be about why it is important that you do not compare yourself to others. Why it's important for you to stay in your own lane, look at the life that you're living, have all of the good quality, look at all the good qualities that you have in yourself, and stay focused on that. So the first one is about one of my clients, and this was the funniest story, and so I had to share it. So last week, she and her husband are looking for a new house. They actually have a contract on their house. They got a contract within 3 or 4 days, and so they thought that they had way more time to find a house than they do. So they've been out just looking at houses. And so I've just been checking in with her to find out how the process is going. So she called and she was telling me about this house that she saw. It's not going to be one that they're going to get, because ultimately it didn't have everything that they needed. But she was describing it. It was like, it was great. It had this, a fenced in backyard. It had a finished basement, all that kind of stuff. And then she was like, but hold on. Let me tell you about the realtor that showed me the property. It wasn't her main realtor, but one of her partners. She was living the life that I live. She pulled up in her Mercedes. She had on this Gucci boo. She had her hair back in a ponytail, but she was just living flawless. Her kids are in private school. Everybody was well-mannered. That is supposed to be my life. I'm running around. My hair's looking crazy. I had on, some sweats and tennis shoes, kids in the car hollering. I'm supposed to have that life. And what I told her, I said, well, first of all, everything that glitters is not gold. I said, you have no idea what her situation is. And if that was supposed to be your life, then you would have it. You have in your life what you're supposed to have. And you have in your life what you're sowing for. Hey, Janet. Hey, how are you? Hey, Tracy. How you doing? And so come to find out, a couple days later, she was talking to her main realtor, her broker, about it. And he was like, listen, she was married to an NFL player. She's divorced. They're going through a very difficult time, and she's working on rebuilding her life. So put a pin or a pause right there. Did you hear that? So my client actually saw this life that she thought was perfect on the outside. She was thinking that this was the life that she was supposed to have. Go back, rewind. The life that she was looking at, this lady had just gotten a divorce, had lost most of the stuff in the marriage, was rebuilding, and was trying to put her life back together. Do you see that? So oftentimes the life that we're coveting or the life that we want from somebody else, it is not, in fact, the life that they have. And more importantly, stay in your own lane and not compare yourself to anybody else, right? So that was my Gucci boot story. But what happened was a couple days later, I get a text from one of my mentees, and she was like, can you talk? I just really need to talk to you. And so when we get on the phone, she has a Gucci boot story as well. She was at this conference with all of these powerful women that she perceived were powerful. And she was like, they're doing all this fabulous stuff. I'm inadequate. I'm not where I need to be. They're at this level after having been in their business, 3 years or more, and I should be there. Okay. I knew several of the women that were at the conference, a couple of them personally, and then just a couple of them from afar. And I know at least 2 of them were working on rebuilding their own business. So yes, it looks all glamorous on the outside, like they 6-figure companies and $1 million companies, but they are rebuilding too. So I had to tell her again, stop looking at the Gucci boots. Stop looking at what you're perceiving as reality for someone. And I had to remind her that you're a published author, you do conferences, you speak, people think a certain way about you, even though that is not your reality. So what you have to do is to get in your own lane, figure out what it is that you want for your life. Stop looking left, right, let me get it together, at somebody else's life, and figure out what it is that you want for your life, right? So she told me after she went to that conference, that night that she could not sleep, and she was pretty much just tossing and turning until we talked the conversation out and had it through. You've got to give yourself time to sow the seeds that you want in your life, in your business, in your marriage, in your relationships, and then give it time to take root and then have a harvest. So everything that glitters is not gold, okay? Stop chasing after the Gucci boots, okay? Look in your life and find out where you want to go and move forward. And the reason why I'm doing the free training on Thursday about the power of forgiveness, how to finally forgive yourself and others, is because a lot of us don't have the life that we want because we're stuck in unforgiveness and we're holding it. Hey, Nikisha. Hey, Kia. Yes. Some of us are holding on to things that is like emotional cancer, emotional baggage, all of this unforgiveness, and we're stuck, and it's preventing us from going to the next level. Now, that could be unforgiveness with ourselves because we thought we should have made different decisions. We thought that we should have been somewhere different in our life. And because we're telling ourselves this story, I should be here, or I'm here because of that. If you're telling yourself this negative story that is allowing you to remain stuck, you have to tell yourself something different. Oh, I don't have enough money to grow my business, or I don't know the right people, or I'll never be able to climb the corporate ladder, or my man, I'll never have the kind of relationship that somebody else has. Stop telling yourself that story. Hey, Linda, how are you? Happy tax season. You have to stop telling yourself that story. So if you're telling yourself a story that is not helping you to grow, then what you have to do is to change the story that you're telling yourself. And most times the reason why you're telling your story the way that you are is because you've not forgiven yourself. Once you forgive yourself completely, then it does not matter what anybody else says about you. It matters what you say about yourself. I know personally I could have told myself a story about I was in prison 3 years. This man left me, married another woman, had a baby. That was supposed to be my life. I could have done that, but I'd be stuck and would not be here where I am today. So I want to share with you the power of forgiveness. So if you're not registered for the free training on Thursday, 12 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, make sure you register. It's a free training. And if you aren't able to attend live, then it will be a replay. So you can register at trenesmith.com/forgive, trenesmith.com/forgive. And if you came in the middle of the live, hey, Alonda, how are you? Go back and watch it from the beginning to find out the Gucci boot story, and make sure that you're not looking at other people's Gucci boots or other people's life and wanting the life that they have and not understand what's going on behind the scenes. Because again, all you see is what people are showing you, but you don't see the real nitty gritty. Believe me, honey, I know. I may get on this live and be like, yeah, let's go. And honey, just finished having an argument with my husband, my kids, or whatever the case is. But y'all don't see that, right? I love them, but it's part of reality and part of life. So let's do this together, y'all. This year is a year of increase. It's a year of restoration. So let's forgive ourselves and others so we can live the life that we were meant to be, and so that we can get out of everybody else's lane, get in our own car, and run our own race or drive our own car in our lane. So registration is free for this Thursday. at 12 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and a replay is available. TReneeSmith.com/forgive, TReneeSmith.com/forgive, and happy Valentine's Day to you. All of you married couples or people out there in relationships, go hug up on your boo tonight. And those of you that are not in relationships, go hug up on yourself. Take yourself out to eat. Go get yourself a smoothie, brownie alamo, whatever it is that you want, and enjoy your Valentine's Day all by yourself or with your kids and your family. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye bye.